Okay. All right. Just one request. Can someone send me this file which I sent to you last week? You know, this file, I cannot open in my phone, this file. I changed phone, so it's not working. Somebody, the group leader, just WhatsApp me this format to me, to my phone. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, good. So now what we do is this. Look at this format. I'm going to put something additional. Maybe you can take it down. How to do business profit. Business profit is this one. What we call it finally, statutory business income. We must spend some time because what I've settled so far is 25 marks, first question. Employment income, plus little bit of other topics I touched, you know, reliefs and so on. But the major question is employment income, we finished. 25 marks. And some of it can be asked also in section B. We'll show you how they can relate to you there. The second one is another compulsory question is this one. This one, the format like this itself can be examined in section B, or this can be part and parcel of the second major question, 25 marks. All right. All right. Now, let's see how it works. So, what you have to remember is this name. That name, BBC SBN. SBN, I'm coming. BBC, I put there already. SBN. Maybe I want to continue the SBN. BBC SBN. This is the one. BBC SBN. So this is your B. 1 minute. This is your B. BBC SBN. This is your B. And that will be your N. This final figure here will be your N. So BBC SBN, this will be your N. Okay. So don't forget, you have to remember this wording here. We have changed color for you. BBC SBN. I want here. BBC SBN. So that SBN, you have to remember. So we can remember this format, a lot of things becomes easier. And you only have to substitute inside there. Okay. Of course, you won't see this in any other book. I put this creation myself, BBC SBN, easy to remember. Now, if you look in the format, what is B? Later, I'm going to show you how to work out these profits. Assuming figures are given, let's say we got two business. The other day, I was trying to show you only one business. Now we are looking at two business, all right? Assuming you have two business, BBC SBN. The first B is business income. Later, by next week, we will settle this, how to calculate business income. How to calculate business income. So this is another important point. How to calculate. How to calculate business income. First, I will show you how to work out this. Not now, later. Once the figure is given, business income is your net profit. Accounting, you call net profit. Tax, we don't recognize this figure. Tax, we have a different style. So we use this figure. We use a different style. And then we work out business profit or business income. The net profit, we call that as business income. All right, whatever net profit you get in accounting, accounts for tax, we will take this figure. We'll take this figure here. We will change it by adding or deducting. That I'll go through. For example, accounting, you put depreciation. Tax, we don't recognize depreciation. Accounting, you put depreciation. For example, accounting is like this. Income statement, you put depreciation. Let's say 10. Let's say gross profit 100. you get net profit 90. Correct? So you get 90. Taxation, we don't recognize this because we give something called capital allowances. Our next topic after this will be capital allowances. So I will show you how to work out capital allowances. Let's say capital allowances only 2. You should deduct this, not this, not this. We don't want this because we don't recognize. Accounting, you recognize depreciation. Tax, we don't recognize depreciation. All right. Okay. So we don't recognize depreciation. Why? Depreciation in accounting got many methods: straight line method, reducing balance method, time basis, yen basis, many other methods. But the popular ones are the straight line and reducing balance. So accounting, you have the flexibility of using many methods. Taxation, they only give you one method. So they don't recognize your depreciation. So you minus depreciation will add back the depreciation. Why? Because we don't recognize depreciation. Because depreciation accounting got many methods. So everybody will be getting different profits. So we want one figure which is attributable to all the business, same figure. So the rule is depreciation, you minus, I will add back. I don't want this. I want to cancel this figure. So what do? You minus, I will add. So if I add back the depreciation, you'll only get now how many? You'll get back 100. So your net profit in accounting, in tax becomes 100. And this we call it business income. So now, once you get that figure, I'll start here. There are many other adjustments. We're coming up slowly. Business income. Positive, you bring here. Positive only. If it is negative, this one positive. You can have 2 business. Positive, you bring here. Let's say business 2 making a loss. Negative. Negative, you don't put here. Negative, you just say 0. Positive, you bring here, like just now 10. Negative, don't put here. Negative, you say there nil. The negative figure, which means loss, you must deduct from aggregate income. Remember, I told you last time that you'll deduct from aggregate income. Aggregate income will be at the very bottom over here. Over here. So aggregate income, we'll bring it at the very bottom. All right, at the very bottom. So if you have this figure here, you can see here that figure from this top here will come just 1 minute. This figure here at the very top here will be brought down at the very bottom here. Can you see here? It will come down there. So we won't leave it on the top there. So it is like this. From here, this figure, you bring it down straight over this point. Okay. Current year business loss. Positive on the top. Negative, you just shove it down at the bottom. Okay. So we'll go through one by one, don't worry. So now look at this. So what you have to remember now, positive here, negative, don't put here. Where do you take? You deduct from aggregate income. So I give you numbers. Let's say this is 10. This is 20. This is BC. BC means business profit. So to follow the format, BBC, business income. Then if the question gives you BC, later I will show you all how to work out this, not today, another day, I'll show you how to work out. Now, business income given positive here, negative, you throw it down. Then you look for this figure, BC, balancing charge. That means profit on sale of asset. Profit on sale of non-current asset. If you want to know what is this is your profit on sale of non-current asset. All right. Profit on sale of non-current asset. Okay. Profit on sale of non-current asset. Okay. Profit on sale of non-current asset. Profit you put here. Let's say these figures I'm assuming 10, 20. So you'll get 30. Here, if you have a loss, you can't put here. You cannot deduct from here. No. Positive, throw it down. Then you look for BC. You bring it here. Now you got two business. Then the third one, this one you minus. So you look at this, 1, 2, 3. Follow this order. Number 1, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 1, if you put here, so you follow this order, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Got it? Just follow the order that will do. So now, if you look here, B, B, C. What is C? C, you just deduct. You less this figure. Okay? Less that figure. Okay. Less that figure. Somebody disturbing. Let them come in. All right. Okay. So you know E, B, 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 C. What is C? C you deduct. You deduct. I put there less already. You deduct capital allowances, balancing allowances, brought forward capital allowances, and then brought forward balancing allowance. You bring all these. You bring in capital allowances, balancing allowances, brought forward capital allowances, and brought forward balancing allowance. All that you bring it here. Finish. Once the figure is here, the total, this is current year. Remember, this capital allowances is current year, very important. This is current year. Current year. BA means loss on sale of capital allowances. So these figures are very important. These figures are very important. Okay. So this figure is very important. So this current year capital allowances, current year balancing allowance, which we call it loss. Got it? So once you got that figures, and then I will then deduct this whole thing here. I will deduct it from there. Just adjust this little bit. Okay. So you can see this figure, deduct from here, then you get statutory business income. Got it? Very important. Note. All right. So this is loss on sale of non-current asset. So number 1, B, B, C, you get this figure. What we call that? BBCS. This figure is S. So BBCS. All right. BBCS. I didn't put that in the format just now. BBCS. This is the one. Statutory business income. So when you come at this point, when you come at that point, this is the statutory business income. Statutory business income of 2. Now the point is, if you have any capital allowances, balancing allowances, you must deduct from the same business. Business 1, capital allowances, you deduct from business 1. Business 2's capital allowances, you deduct from business 2. You cannot change. You must keep it on the different business on the different site. You cannot change. All right. So if I draw a line here, maybe you can see it. All right. Different business, you keep it separately. All right. Okay. Now, if you look at this one, then I will take this one, business one. If you don't have business two, just easy, straight one line only. If you have business one and business two, I add them up. I only add them up at this point. You get the total. This total, you call it, look at the name. Name is very important. We call it this statutory business income of both the figures. I add them together, but I call it aggregate statutory business income. So don't get confused with the aggregate over here. This is just aggregate income, A. This is aggregate income. This one is aggregate statutory business income. That means I've added all this. Aggregate business. This one is aggregate of everything. Okay, let me see somebody disturbing. Okay. After that, they come in, difficult to follow. All right, now, so if you look at this format, you know already up to this point, I got figures, I brought it here. All right, now look at this B, another B coming, B, B, C, S, B, N, correct? Now look at this B, the next B coming. Next B is this one, B, B, C, S, B. This B is brought forward loss. B, brought forward business loss. This is coming from last year. Maybe this one can be business one, can be business two, doesn't matter. Now this loss, brought forward loss, you cannot minus here. You cannot minus here. Instead, you take the total and then minus it here. If it's only one business, no problem. I can minus straight down. If it is two businesses, you add them up. And then you minus the business loss of any business. If you only got one, just minus one. Two, just minus two. You got both also loss, you minus here. Now this loss is coming from last year. Our year is 20. This loss is coming from last year. Do not get confused with this loss at the bottom here. You must be very clear. This loss is the current year. This is your 2020. Maybe I put here, this is 2020. This is the current year loss, 2020. YA 2020 business loss. So this loss is different from the other loss. I put that 2020 for you. So this YA 2020 loss is at the bottom. The brought forward loss is on the top. So what is the format? B, business income. BC, you get here. Minus capital allowances, same side. You cannot change side. Here you add them together. Aggregate, the word aggregate here is aggregate of these two over here. Minus that. You get here, we call it net statutory business income. Now, many books never call it net. They just call it statutory. So, if they didn't use the word net, when they say only statutory, statutory means finally after everything. That is, if there is a brought forward, this is your statutory. No brought forward, that will be your statutory at this point. No brought forward lot, that is a final statutory business. If there is, this is your final. Some books, no books, they never call it net, only I'm calling it net. So if they just say statutory, that means after business loss, brought forward. right? If there is no brought forward loss, then this is your statutory. If there is a brought forward loss, this is your statutory business loss. So that is your final. Look at your 4A. It starts from the very top. The 4A will start here. And then comes here. Starts there as business income. Comes here as statutory. Comes here as aggregate. Aggregate only have two business. Otherwise, you only have this column. Minus this brought forward. The finally 4A will be this. This is the final figure. 4A. After that, we add employment income. Don't forget, this is employment income. We studied this last time. Interest, dividend income. Of course, individual, this one, no tax. Then 4D, we got rental and royalty. We did last week. We did rental and royalty. Okay. Rental and royalty income. So you add up all these. We'll get one subtotal. So this one plus this aggregate income. Very important. Format is very important. If you know my format, just fill up the figure only. Final exam, you have one question on this topic. You know my format, fill up on. Figures not given. Let's say if this is not given, for example, don't fill up. Just leave it blank. You fill up what is given. Aggregate. Then minus this one. Section 44, subsection 2 says, minus your current year business loss here. If you can't remember this section number, don't worry. Section 44.2 says, business loss, current year, you minus there. If you can't remember, don't worry. This is your section for brought forward. 43.2 says minus here. 43, next is 44. The 2 is lost. The 2 is lost. 43 on the top, 44 at the bottom. But you can't remember the section number, no problem. You minus here. All right, minus here. Then you minus something called approved cash donation. Amount paid or 10% times aggregate income. There are some detailed donation explanation. I'll come, don't worry. I will finish it that for you also. All right, here. Sorry. So maybe I use one of the tutorial class. I'll clear the donation. And then you can see that current year business loss. Remember, this one is coming from where? Coming from the top here. Negative, you don't write anything. You just put the nil, bring it down here. Down means not here, not there. Here. Aggregate means you added up everything already. Everything added up. A, B, C, everything added. So you minus here. Minus donation. Donation got many kind. If it is cash donation, amount paid for 10%, lower. Total. Then minus your relief. Relief only given for individual who is resident. If you are not resident, you don't get it. Individual who is resident. Okay, here R means resident. Then you minus it here. Chargeable income. Habis cerita. Okay, done. Got it? So now I go back here. I want to teach you something here. For example, maybe this part I didn't send you. Actually, I sent it. It's not here. Don't worry, I'll send you afterwards. Okay. Let's start with some easy question. All right. Okay. I will send to you afterwards. Maybe I take photo and send to you. Don't worry. Now, okay, I give you one simple question. Let's say you got two business. Correct? So I'm trying to teach and show you how it works. teaching and tutorial here. Now here you got business income. Okay, business income 400. Positive. Then BA, CA, CA, business loss. Then you have partnership to second business. Rental. How do you compute your total income? Come on, think. Follow my format. Follow my format. Business one. I can put side by side if you want business one, business two. Or I can do this one first and then I can do this next. Also can. Your choice is yours. You can do two styles. Or I do this first. Business one. At the bottom, I put back B2 also can. I show you. So here, can you see? This is business one. What to do? This one, I'll pick up all the figures. Business income 400, you can see here. 400. BA. Now next I must put BBC. BC I don't have in this question. So I don't have, I just leave it blank. BBC, this is your C. That is your C, correct? So C, you can see 15. Just 1 second. Just look at the format.
Sir.
Sorry. So this figure, you can see that 20, 15, 25 here. BBC. So you get your statutory income.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Tapi ada kawan saya dekat waiting room.
Mana dia pergi tadi? Baru masuk ke?
Thank you, sir.
I hope if the internet line disconnected, then we cannot do anything. If they are coming after I've started, after 10, 15 minutes, then they can't follow. Okay, so.
Sir?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, but I don't think this question is in the slides.
I understand. I just told you.
I
just
see.
observe first. Observe. I will say. I just told you it's not there. I just wrote it. So.
All right. Thank you.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I wanted to explain. So concentrate. Concentrate. This one only 1 minute job. You can take it down. So this part here, this part. Don't worry. This part here. Sorry, this part here is already here. BBC, B, B, C. Habis. So BBC, SBN, you can see there. Once this is complete, I then bring forward my loss. Brought forward 30 other. Business one only, I'm dealing with business one. Okay, siap. So therefore, this is your net statutory business income. Net statutory business income. Got it? Okay, so net statutory business income 310. Okay, next. If you look at business 2, so BBC, SBN, and some, why I cancel this? Some books, Malaysian books, you read, they never put their net, they only put their statutory. I put here net to differentiate from there. Here, net means, final. If I don't put net, then statutory business means if there is a loss, after loss. No loss, then this is the figure. So now you got this. Then I told you business number 2, this is business 1. What about business 2? Business 2, again I follow BBC, B, B, C, and then you have S, and then I have B, and then I have N. Okay, now look at this second business. Second business, I have a loss. Loss, I put here what? Nil. Loss, double A, nil. Loss, what I told you. I told you this figure, you have to take it to the bottom and you deduct it from aggregate income. So I don't have BC, I don't have capital allowances, I don't have anything. So that's why I didn't put at the side. You see, this business, I don't have anything. Correct? So business 2, I don't have anything. Okay, business 2, I don't have anything. Okay, business 2, I don't have anything. All right, done. Okay, next, you see this. Okay, next, what I put there, rental income. Can you see the rental? It's here at the bottom, rental. Other rental. BBC, SBN, then you add other income. Other income, I only got one, this one. So if you add that, aggregate. What about partnership? Partnership loss, you minus here. As I told you, business makes profit on the top, makes loss, you deduct it here. Current year business loss, any business. Any business. Business 1, business 2, any business you minus here. Total income. Habis. Got it? Have a look at this, see whether we can do this. Okay, take down this. Just give me a minute. Scrutinize, scrutinize. Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Sir, I have question. Yang
Please ask.
B/A to stand for what? BA.
Again, ask me again.
B/A to stand for what, sir?
B slash.
Uh-uh.
Yang ini ke? Yang ini?
Yang bawah business income tu. Yang tu.
Ni.
And
BC, balancing
BA,
charge. BA, balancing allowance.
Balancing allowance. Okay, sir.
Okay. Dia. Yeah. Okay. Now you look at this business here. All right. Okay. See whether you can work out this figure now. Concentrate. Later I will send, don't worry. Okay. Apa maksud BA? Balancing allowance means loss on sale of asset. BC means balancing charge. Profit on sale of asset. Tadi I bagi sana itu format ada tadi. Ini. Format ada sini. Ini. BC means profit. BA means loss. Wait now. BC means balancing charge. BA means balancing allowance. Apa maksud? Ini accounting, kita panggil accounting loss on sale. Loss on sale of non-current asset. Loss on sale of non-current asset. This one. Profit on sale of non-current asset. Okay, now look here. Done. I WhatsApp you this question. Now look at this. Okay, here I given you two business. Business 1 and business 2. So what do you do? Business 1 and business 2. 100, 30. Okay, I want you to take a paper and try. Don't wait, try. Okay, now you have, wait up, this business income. Okay, that's it. Okay. So you can see here, two business, one here, another one there. B, B, C, follow the format, B, B, C, next this one, 1, 2, C, B, B, C, this is number 2, 3, B, B, C, then you work up S. After S, B, B, C, S you work out, then only you get the next B, 4, 5. So follow the format. Okay. So I want you to see whether you can work it out. Got that? Okay. So how you do this one? BBC, SBN. Okay. This one same story. B, this is a negative. Negative, the one. You throw it at the bottom. You deduct it from aggregate income. So when you have a zero here, negative means nil. You throw it at the bottom. So I cannot deduct this. You don't have a profit, I cannot deduct. But you have a BC. So number one, you always put this. Number two here. From the BC, you can deduct all that. Right? B, first B is loss, 0. Next B is BC, 28. 28, I can now minus the 15. Then you bring in your brought forward loss. So let's look at the format. So format, let's see. Okay, now you look at the answer, see whether you follow or you don't. If you don't, okay. You look at how it's being done. You can see these figures over here. Business 1, BC, capital allowances. So I just follow BBC, statutory income. Second business, loss. Loss I don't want. Loss you minus from the bottom here. See this loss? You throw it down. Maybe if you want, I can just draw an arrow. This one, you bring it down. This figure, you bring it down. You can see it there. Loss, you bring it down. Then you have BC over here. Minus the 15 over here. So this figure plus this, you get that. Aggregate statutory business income. You add up that too. Okay. Then you got cash donation, other income. Aggregate minus your current year loss. Then minus donation. Donation is 10%. 10% is 10.3. Can you see? 10% of the aggregate income. 10% of the aggregate income, which is 10.3. You pay 20. So I take the lower off. Okay? Lower off. You must look at this figure here. I'm picking up this figure, 10.3. This figure, 10 aggregate income, 10%, 10.3, or amount paid, whichever lower. So that is your total income. Now you tell me what problem you have. If you don't look at it carefully, then only you have problem. Okay. See whether you have problem with that. Hey, students, any problem?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Correct. Sent you the answer. Sent you the question also. I hope you got it. If you want, you can ask me any questions if you have any problem there. Okay. Right now, finish. Any question? Okay, now we look at this one. This question I've already sent you. Let's take a look at basic exercise, how to work out your business income. Okay, just look at this. I'm going to show you how to work out business income. Okay, just look at the figures. I'm coming now. Okay, look at the figures, then I'm coming. Okay. Now this exercise, this is your accounting. Accounting is your loss. Accounting giving you a loss. I want to know What is this in accounting, in taxation? Accounting, Alan, having a restaurant business. Accounting, income statement, debit you minus, credit you add. This is accounting. Now, in accounting, if you add, listen carefully. In accounting, if you add, tax I will minus. Accounting you add, tax I will minus if I don't agree. If I agree, I don't do anything, I put 0. If I don't agree, accounting you add, I will minus. Example, gross profit. That is restaurant, business, fine. Business gets discount. That's fine. You give discount, you take discount. That's business. I only look into here business income. Business income, don't do anything. If it is not a business income, take it out. Take it out means what? You add, I'll minus. For example, rental. Rental is not for A. Rental is not business income. Rental is for D. This is for D. Bank interest is for E, for C. So I don't want. You add, I don't want. I'm going to take it out. Profit. Can you see the word profit? We don't accept profit because we give BC. Just now you saw B, B, C. We give BC. We don't give profit. Profit is worked out in accounting using disposal account. Tax, we do a different style. I haven't taught you that. But for tax, we only take BC, not profit. Profit, we don't want. We want BC. So all that 3 figures, I don't want. So what to do? Okay, I'm only looking at the credit side. So tax, we start with this figure because this figure is after all these figures. So tax, we start with this. We throw this one. How to throw? You add, I will minus. Watch. Look here at the bottom. See what I do. And now you look at the bottom figure. Can you see here? Compute business income. Compute chargeable income. Assume capital allowances 20, that I come later. So now we start with this 15. Remember the 15 they gave you here? You start with that. Loss you put in bracket. Loss as per accounts. Loss as per income statement. Discount received. Nothing to do. Discount received. Nothing to do. This one, you add I minus 20, 40, 15. 20, 40, 15. You add I minus. Why? Because this rent goes under 4D. Bank interest goes under 4C. Profit, we only take BC. We don't want this. If you have BC, not necessarily always you must have BC. Accounting may have profit, tax may have a loss, or tax may not have anything. So we only recognize BC, we don't recognize profit. So you added, I am taking it out. So this is the figure I getting. All right, okay. Okay, now I go back to the question. I look at the debit side. Now I'm going to look at the debit side. Debit side, hello. You see depreciation. Accounting debit you minus. Accounting debit you minus. Taxation is different. Taxation, we don't recognize depreciation. We give capital allowances. We give this figure. We don't give depreciation. So depreciation you already deducted. I don't want. If I don't want, what I do? I add back. If I don't want, you minus, I'll add back. I don't want this. So you minus, I'll add back. Loss, what to do? Loss, we give BA, balancing allowance. We don't give loss. We only give BA. So, U minus, I will add back. Look at these two. U minus, I'll add back. 5 and 25. U minus, I'll add back. Can you see here? See the answer. Five and 25. You add, U minus, I add back. So I call it add non-allowable expense. Here, deduct non-business income. Here, add non-allowable expense. So these two I don't want. Why I don't want? Because depreciation I don't recognize. Depreciation I give capital allowances. Loss I give BA. Again, BA not necessarily every time you have BA. Not necessarily every time you have BA. Accounting calculation gives loss. Tax, only if it gives BA, I take. If tax doesn't give BA, forget it. This question, we don't have BA, we only have CA. CA, we come back later. So next, I look at other item. Can you look at this? This bottom one here. Bottom one here, they say expenses. 30% private. Fine, 10. So my friend, if there is any fine, penalty, summon, accounting, you can record. Tax, we don't recognize anything that is against the law. Why you pay fine? Because not within the law. So if you pay fine, penalty, summon, whatever, you pay because you didn't comply with the law, U minus in accounting, tax we add back. So U minus I add. What about this one? Accounting, you record all kind of expenses. Tax, I only record business expense. Business, I record. Non-business, I don't want. So here there is a 30% private. I don't want. Private, I don't want. Private, you already deducted, I'll add back. Fine, you deducted, I will add back. So this, I'm going to add back here 30%. Here, I'm going to add back the 10. Look at the answer. Can you see that? Private expense. %, I add back. Okay? 30%, I add back. Fine, I add back. That's it, finish. Look at the next one. Okay, next one is a bit tedious. Must be careful. Very careful here. Can you see this one? Salary. I put cross for you. Now, accounting, when you pay salary to yourself, you deduct. Tax we don't allow. Why not? I just show you one simple one. Let's say you make account, this is income statement. Let's say you make gross profit 100. Then I don't want to pay tax. If I say salary 100, then what profit I have? Nothing. 0. Remember, people who are having business, I mean individual, not company. I'm not dealing with company. Individual who are having a business, they are taxed on their profit. People who have business, they are taxed on the profit. So you are not allowed to withdraw salary. In practice, you can take out, but accounting, you can take out. Tax, we don't allow. So if you take out your salary, we will add back. We will cancel that. So if you show you've taken a lot of salary, the lot of salary will be taxed in the form of profit. So if you make 100, if I take out everything as salary, then your business don't have profit. So they don't allow. Salary paid to owner not allowed. Salary paid to owner not allowed. So that's why owner salary. Business paying salary to the owner not allowed. So you minus, I'll add back. You can see here. Owner salary, add back. 50, add back. You minus, I will add. I hope you are following. Okay, next one. Okay, next. If you look at this question here, can you see son? Paying salary to the son. And then paying salary to the wife. And then paying salary to other staff. Now, if you pay salary to staff, allow. If you pay salary to wife who is not the staff, double A. We only allow if they are staff. If they are not a staff, I cannot allow. So, staff, okay. Even though she's a wife, she's not a staff, you cannot allow. Add back. You minus, I'll add back. This one, okay. Okay means nothing to do, 0. Cannot means you minus, I add back. Accounting debit, you minus, I add back. I'm cancelling. Okay. Son is a staff. Only you cannot pay salary to yourself. You can pay to other family members. So you may ask me a question. Instead, the father paying to himself, he's paying to the son, and then he collect from the son. What's the difference? Well, there is a difference. Under the concept of equity, the owner and the business are treated as two separate persons. Accounting concept you study. The owner and the business are treated as two separate persons. So that's why you cannot pay. It depends whether it's a company or non-company. In company, you pay salary to yourself, we allow. Company, you pay salary to yourself, allowed. But because the company and the owner are treated as two separate persons, in the company law says company and the owner are treated as two separate persons. So company can pay salary to the owner. For individual business, the owner and the business are one. Same. So you cannot pay to yourself. But you can pay to others, son, wife, whoever can. But they must be working for your business. If they are working, you pay the son salary, can, if he's a staff. Remember, the moment you give salary to the son will be taxed. Only thing you cannot pay to yourself because your business is taxed on your profit, not on your salary. So if you want to pay to the son, the son will be taxed. But when you pay the son, we only allow market value. Let's say lah, gaji mengikut pasaran, nilai pasaran. Gaji mengikut nilai pasaran is 20,000. But because your son, you paid 40. So suppose somebody has come to work outside people, you pay 20. Because son, you paid 40. So tax, we only allow the market value. So you pay 40, accounting can. Tax, we only allow 20. Ini bermaksud sudah terlebih bayar. Yang terlebih bayar, we'll add back. So you minus 40, I only allow 20, I'll add back the 20. Ini tak boleh add back. Yang ini perbezaan add back. This one tak boleh, kerana wife tak boleh, kerana not a staff, add back. Staff, okay. Okay means 0. Ini special. Can you see here? Disabled employee. Ini special. Disabled employee special bermaksud if you pay disabled or handicapped, orang kurang upaya, law says you can deduct double. So accounting, income statement, you put 20, tax say you can deduct one more. We give twice. 2 times. So you pay $1 salary, I deduct $2. Accounting, you only deduct 1. Tax, we deduct another 20, we deduct in tax. We deduct another 20. So therefore, what we do is this. Yang ini kita tolak lagi 20. Kerana apabila you bayar gaji kepada orang kurang upaya, kita bagi 2 kali ganda. Iaitu 20 you bayar, kita tolak 40. Orang biasa, angka yang kita bayar. So ini kita, we will double the amount, which is 20, we will put there as 40. Since 20 has been recorded, ini sudah direkod, kita masuk lagi 20, kita tolak lagi 20. Ini tak payah buat apa-apa, ini tak boleh. You tolak, I campur. Ini sudah terlebih tolak, yang ini sudah terlebih tolak. Jadi, I campur balik 20. Ini langsung tak boleh, campur 50. So, if you look here, the 50 I'll add back. Here, I'll add back 20. Staff, wife, I add back everything. Other staff, okay. Disabled employee, lagi 20 boleh tolak lagi. Macam itulah. Okay, let's see your answer. 50, 20, 30, 50, 20, 30, 0. Tak. Tengok, boleh tak? 50, sun salary at excess above market. Ini semua kita campur ni. Ini. All these we add back. Wife, not the staff, tak boleh. Other staff is business, allow. Disable kita bagi 2 kali. Kita kata double deduction. DD means double deduction. Okay. DD stands for double deduction. Make note. DD means double deduction. That is, you give a further deduction. Double means sekali sudah bagi, kita bagi lagi sekali lah. Double. Short form, you can use double DD. Okay, DD means double deduction. Double deduction. Okay, you can note somewhere. Double deduction. Okay, this is double deduction. This one. Ini dia, double deduction. DD means double. Boleh ya? Okay. Right. Sekarang tengok sini ni. Entertaining. Okay, what to do with entertaining? Entertaining macam ini. Sekiranya you ada entertaining, staff kita bagi. Tak ada hal. So staff, apa-apa you entertain staff, given, no problem. Allow, nothing to do, 0. So staff is okay lah. If you entertain customer, supplier, tak boleh. If you entertain customer, supplier, tak boleh. So what do? You entertain, customer cannot add back. Staff okay. Supplier, customer, tak boleh. Tak boleh means you minus, I will add. Rental is business, boleh. Bank interest is business, boleh. Ini EPF. EPF kita kena tengok. EPF maksima. EPF, your employer must pay, I said minimum 12%. EPF, your employer must pay minimum 12%. Okay, minimum 12%. Maximum, dia kena bayar 19. So EPF minimum itu mandatory, must pay 12. Maximum, biar dia bayar berapa dia suka. Biar dia bayar berapa dia suka, maximum. 19 ke, 20 ke, 21 ke, berapa pun boleh. Tapi tax kata sekurang-kurangnya 19. Maksima, dia nak bayar berapa pun boleh, tapi untuk taxation maksima kita allow only 19. So minimum they must pay 12, maximum for tax 19. If the employer pays more than 19, I will stop at 19. More than 19, I will add back. Okay. So this I need to test whether they paid 19 or otherwise. This one I have to do the testing to check whether they paid 19 or more than 19. So this I have to check. They don't give you information. They don't give you information. I will accept employer's EPF as fine, but minimum 12, make note, minimum 12, maximum 19. All right. The EPF is always paid based on salary, and EPF is always paid based on salary and bonus. So sekarang, this one is 0, add back 0, 0. This one I need to check now. So 0, 0, only entertainment you add back. Entertaining. Okay, coming. Wait. 1 minute. 30, 0, disabled 20. Where's rental? Rental is 0. Okay. Okay. EPF. Okay, let's clear EPF. I come back to entertainment in a minute. Okay, EPF. Now this one, I'm just inserting there in case in the exam, if you have bank interest, this one not in the question, huh? Hello, not in the question. Other questions you'll have. Bank interest. If you pay bank interest, this is not bank interest received. This is bank interest paid. For example, this one only example. If you have bank interest paid to finance business activity, that means you take loan to finance business activity, the interest that you pay allow. This allow if money was used for investment or non-business. So if I borrow the money to buy land and building for investment, AA. If I borrow the money for other activity, non-business, AA. If I borrow the money or I take the loan, bank loan, credit card interest, or loan interest, overdraft interest to finance business, that is to buy stock to sell, right? You took money to pay for your stuff. You use the money for business, not for investment. Interest allowed. This question, we don't have that. Now, look at EPF. EPF, what is your salary? Okay, EPF is a bit difficult area. Okay, EPF, difficult area. I will show you that. Don't worry. 50, 90, 120, 180. Now, how much is your salary you paid in this question? You paid 50, you paid 40, you paid 30, you paid other stuff 20, you paid another 20. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to explain this twice. I will give you a short break in a minute, then I'll explain. Now I explain briefly. This is the salary you paid. 50, 90, 120, 180, 200. This is your salary. EPF, you paid 40 in the question. So this means 20%. Maximum, we only allow 19. Therefore, I'm going to add back 1%. Maximum, you can only pay 19 because you already paid 20. So you need to add back 1%. But 1% in this question, only with this business. If the salary was paid, salary is allowed, 19, okay, I add back 1. If the salary is not allowed, EPF langsung tak boleh. If I bayar EPF untuk staff, angka yang kita allow, 19% allow. If salary allow, 19% allow. Salary tak boleh, 19% pun tak boleh. Pembayaran EPF yang sudah dibuat oleh majikan, kita terima sampai sehingga 19, sekiranya kita terima dia punya gaji. Gajinya tak diterima, EPF pun kita tolak. So kita cek berapa EPF dibayar. EPF yang dibayar itu atas gaji yang diterima, EPF pun boleh diterima sehingga 19%. Sekiranya kita tolak dia punya gaji, maka kita tolak dia punya EPF. Okay, so we come there in a minute. Look, if you look in the question, okay, alright. How much is your gaji? Tengok gaji sini berapa. Ini kita jumlahkan dia orang. Yang gaji ini dia punya gaji. Berapa dia punya jumlah? 50, 40, 30, 60, 20. Berapa you bayar? 90, 120, 180, 200. Ini you dah bayar gaji. 200. Okay, 200. 200 dia punya gaji, EPF 40. So, 40 divided by 200, how much? 20%. So, ini sudah lebih lah. So, I have to come and adjust now. 20% you dah bayar. Kan? You punya EPF 20%. Tengok. 50, 40, 30, 60, 20. 200 times 20%, you get 40. This is how you paid the EPF. But, ini orang punya gaji kita tak boleh terima. Ini owner punya gaji kita tak boleh terima. Jadi dia punya EPF pun tak boleh lah. Ini EPF pun tak boleh. Mana boleh gaji tak diterima, dia punya EPF langsung tak diterima. So jadi if you look here, you see I don't accept anything. Ini. Dia punya gaji tak terima, EPF pun tak mau. Okay, look at the other stuff. Sun. Sun. Ni sun. Kita tengok sun sekarang. One by one. This is a bit difficult. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. Sun, you paid 40. Dia punya gaji ada 2. Market value. Lebih daripada market value kita tak mau. Ini dia. Market kita terima. Yang excess kita tak mau. Jadi, angka ini sudah bayar 20%. So, you add back 1%. EPF, I said only 19. Tapi, you dah bayar 20%. So, atas angka ini 1% tak boleh. Sudah lebih daripada 19. Add back. That means 0.2. Yang ini kita tak terima, jadi dia punya EPF pun tak boleh. So ini dia punya angka. 4.2. Today you go through this exercise yourself. Your problem, never mind. Tomorrow I'll explain the EPF again. So 4.2. Faham tak? Tengok, ni 40, 20 kita terima. Tapi EPF 19 aja, 1 campur balik. Yang ini kita tak terima angka ini, gaji itu 20% EPF yang dibayar pun kita tak mau. So jadi 0.2, you look in the answer, I put there. Ini orang punya gaji 20 diterima, 19 kita terima, 1 tak mau. Yang baki langsung tak mau. EPF pun tak boleh. Macam itulah. Wife bukan staff. Tapi bayar EPF 20% tak boleh. So this whole box here, we have to add back. This whole box here, which I put, kita kena campur balik. Okay. So ini kita campur balik. Ini semua kita campur balik. Ni. Add back. All we add. Okay, we add. Kita campur. Kemudian tengok. Other stuff boleh. 19 boleh lah, satu tak boleh. Disable employee. Gaji yang kita betul-betul bayar dia 20. Jadi inilah angka yang sebenarnya kita bayar. So angka yang you bayar atas itu kita dah bayar 20%. 1% sudah lebih, campur balik. Walaupun kita bagi gaji 2 kali, EPF asalnya dibayar cuma 20% on the 20. So 1% tak boleh add back. I said only disabled employee gaji 2 kali boleh ditolak. EPF sekali saja. Kerana in reality, the disabled employee is not getting double salary. He's getting only one salary. For tax purposes, we deduct double. Why? Because the government is encouraging the employer to employ disabled people. Government wants you to employ disabled so that they give you more relief, so that the disabled can get employed. Why should the employer employ somebody who's disabled and pay them salary when they can get somebody who's normal? They think normal is fast. Let's say I want somebody, a receptionist who has no leg. Let's say one lady got in the accident, lost her leg, but I need some receptionist. So normally employer would like to employ somebody with 2 legs. But for receptionist job, you need only voice, not the leg. So if I employ the handicap, $1 I pay, I can get $2 deducted. So for tax purposes, better to employ the handicap because they're only doing phone work. So this is to encourage orang kurang upaya boleh dapat kerja. So walaupun for tax we get additional salary, they get the same figure. So EPF 1 is add back. So total EPF disallowed is 21. Boleh? So that's why EPF, you see now you have 21. Ini dia 21. Okay. So I've already given you the answer. Let's go back to entertainment. They finished something there. Okay, entertainment. Let me clear this again. Entertainment, 2 items to look at. You got staff. Staff allow nothing to do. If you have customer supplier, cannot, but still law says we allow 50%. So we only allow 50%, provided the customer supplier related to your business. Customer supplier related to your business, your customer, your supplier. If you entertain them, we allow half. Law says half allowed. Half okay, the other half we add back. Customer supplier. Now, if it is future customer supplier, tabule. Current supplier customer, future tabule. Why tabule? Then you'll entertain your brother, sister, your friends, and you'll say, this is my future customer, future supplier. They don't allow. They only allow current supplier customer, but half. Half. In England, they don't allow anything, kosong. Here we give half. So half, huh? Half. Rental. This one only I'm giving you example. All right. Next. Next, we have all that done. We go to donation. Last one, donation. Donation is not a business expense. This one bukan business, non-business expense. Non-business. Right? Non-business tak boleh. Donation kita tolak daripada aggregate income. Donation kita tolak dari aggregate income. Not in the income statement. Income statement tak boleh. Mengapa? Donation is non-business. We only minus business or anything that is allowed by law. Ini non-business, tak boleh. So, jadi you tolak, I campur balik. Donation can later from aggregate income, not in the income statement. Because that is not business. I want to know what is my business income. If you tolak, if you use all the non-business related expenses, then the business income would not reflect the actual income. Therefore, I don't want this. Kita tolak dari aggregate, bukan dari business. So, jadi sekarang you boleh tengok. Tengok angka macam mana. Tengok, sudah dapat di sini. Ini dia. So, I campur balik ini semua, tengok. Ini. Semua ini campur. Ada sini 90 ya. Okay, add up. Add everything, you get 178. 178 with the 90, you'll get 178 with the 90. You can see here, you'll get 88. That is your adjusted business income. Sudah dapat ini. Ini adjusted business income for A, B, BBC. Remember, this is your first B. I don't have the next B. Next B, I don't have. BBC. You understand? The next B, I don't have. Tak ada. Tak ada, abaikan lah. Saya cuma ada ini. B, the second B tak ada. So, ini dia punya C. Mana saya dapat 20? Sudah dibagi dalam soalan. B, C sudah dibagi. Ini dia statutory income. Follow the format. B. The next BC not given. Next is C. After that, statutory income. Kita cuma masuk apa yang ada. Tak ada, abaikan. Next, we add other income. Even though in the income statement, ini semua saya sudah buang. Tapi ini rental kita tax kemudian kerana 4D. Bank interest kita tax kemudian because 4C. This one doesn't go in the income statement. This comes under other income. We want 4A. So 4A, I throw it out. I'll bring later under 4D and 4C. So rental 20, bank interest 40 sini. Ini dia rental 40. Rental tadi berapa? Rental 20, okay. This is your rental. Bank interest tadi 40. Tapi for tax that is exempt. Exam. Normally in the exam either we put nil or 0. Bank interest, no tax. 4C, 4D. Now you get aggregate income. Here you minus your donation. Cash donation, you minus here. Amount paid or 10%. Remember just now donation. Saya buang tadi donation ini. Ini kita tolak daripada aggregate income. Here I've already added. Here I've already added. I've already added. Donation just now, I've already added here. I added there because non-business. I will deduct it only at this point. Amount paid or 10% of the aggregate income. This is your aggregate income. 8.8. Either this or that, whichever lower. Total income. Then I minus relief, self-relief. EPF, Alan's personal EPF. Remember, Alan already paid EPF. But we disallow in the income statement. Income statement tak boleh lah. Tapi angka yang dia sudah bayar, that one boleh tolak di sini. Accounting itu tak boleh. In the income statement, we cannot allow EPF paid to owner. Why? Salary owner cannot, EPF owner cannot. They cannot. But what has gone to the EPF, the actual EPF, actual Alan's personal employees EPF will come here. Chargeable income. Now you rujuk ini kepada apa nama, the tax table, you get this. More than that, I told you to keep your tax table all the time. All the time. Now I think I made a mistake there. Supposed to be 13. You take the table and see this one ini. Ini 13. Ini angka 13. Tengok, check tengok. 13. Ini kena ubah sesuai sikit. 16,200 times 0.13, 2106. $3906. Habis. Ini kena ubah sesuai sikit dah. 13. Tadi ada angka sedikit berbeza. So that is 13. Habis. Ada soalan lagi? Okay. Okay, that's all I have for today. Any question?
Sir,
Yes.
yang T tu macam mana nak dapat I, sir?
Mana?
Yang relief tu.
Relief ah?
9
9 ah? You have the tax table? Every individual, ini 9,000 ah, semua dalam ribu. Sini.
Okay. Thank you.
Kosong ah, 9,000. So jadi angka ini semua dalam ribu. 9,000 ini automatic. Semua pembayar cukai sebelum dia bayar cukai ataupun sebelum kita kira dia punya final chargeable income, pelepasannya 9,000 automatic. Semua orang, whoever registered for apa nama, for taxation, whoever registered as a taxpayer, if you have a taxable income, we give this 9,000 automatic. The next, tengoklah mengikut apa yang dia bayar ataupun apa dia entitled. So here not married, no nothing, only EPF. 4,000, 66, all this in thousand. Okay, all this in thousands. So, boleh ya ni? Tadi 9,000.
Boleh sir, thank you sir.
Not 9,000, semua dalam ribu. Okay, chargeable income. So itu sebab ini 66,200 I put here. Tax payable, ini disangka sini, semua dalam ribu, ribu. So if you add up, that will be your 66,200. 66,200. Okay, tax payable is this figure. So that is your all in thousand. All in thousand, saya sudah sebut atas sekali sini. Kalau tidak, saya kena tulis kosong-kosong di semua tempat. Banyak kosong. Nanti takut exam pun dapat kosong banyak. Okay ya? Any problem?
Okay sir.
Okay, that's all I have for today. So your homework is for tomorrow. Some of you all, I know, because I'm teaching long time, I know, may not understand this, some of you all. So you better go home and redo this exercise. That's the homework for you, redo. Tomorrow, too many queries on this, I will revise this again. Or I'll do one more question similar type. Or I revise this, I give you one more question for you to do. All right. Okay, this one I just took a photo just now, I sent already. I took a photo and sent. I hope you got it. All right. So that's it. Please go through. That will be easier. All right. That's it. Finish. So any questions you can ask me now. No questions. Thank you until I see you next time.
Thank you, sir.